Hello everyone and welcome to Changeling Gaming. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Fugitive. Fugitive is a level 1 play-to-learn game designed by Tim Fowers and published by Fowers Games. For 2 players that takes on average 15 to 30 minutes to play. In Fugitive, one player is the titular fugitive and the other is the deductive marshal. It's an exciting game of cat and mouse, with the marshal hot on the heels of the fugitive until either the plane takes off and the fugitive is free, or the marshal has their quarry captured behind bars. Setup. To set up, first determine who will be the fugitive and who will be the marshal. The marshal takes the notebook and a marker. The fugitive takes the deck of hideout cards, claims the cards numbered 1, 2, 3, and 42, and sets out the card numbered 0 in the middle of the table. Sort the remaining cards into piles based on the matching symbols on the bottom right of each card. These will be numbers 4 through 14, 15 through 28, and 29 through 41. Shuffle each of those 3 piles, placing them next to the part of the fugitive tile that matches the pile's numbers and corresponding symbol. Finally, the fugitive draws 3 cards from the running deck and 2 cards from the driving deck. Set aside the shift cards. They will be used once both players have played a few games and are ready for a best of 5 with some additional fun. If you are playing the best of 5, set them within reach for the end of each game. How to play. The fugitive's goal is to sneak from hideout to hideout and make it all the way to their escape at card 42. The marshal's goal is to uncover every single hideout of the fugitive's hideouts before the fugitive can escape. The fugitive goes first, placing up to 2 hideouts. A standard hideout placement is one where the number of the new hideout is up to 3 values higher than the current hideout value. However, the fugitive can also sprint from one hideout to the next, discarding cards from their hand underneath the new hideout such that the marshal can see how many were discarded, and the fugitive's range increases by the total number of footprints in the upper right of the cards discarded. Note that the range increases, but the fugitive does not need to move up to this maximum amount, and can even discard a sprint, but still only move up to the standard 3 spaces. The marshal goes second, drawing 2 cards from any of the fugitive's 3 decks, then makes a guess as to where the fugitive has been. When the marshal makes a guess, they can name any number of hideout numbers. If every single number the marshal named is one of the fugitive's hideouts, then the fugitive must reveal all the hideouts the marshal has named and all the sprint cards discarded beneath them. If a single number that was guessed is incorrect though, then the fugitive does not flip any hideout cards. Note that single hideout guesses therefore give guaranteed information about what has or has not been played. After the first turn for each player, they adopt the pattern for all future turns. The fugitive gets to draw a card from any of the 3 fugitive decks, then they can either place a new hideout using the same rules as before, or draw 1 card from the lowest deck that still has cards. The marshal also draws a single card from any of the 3 fugitive decks, then makes a guess of 1 or more hideouts. They can use their notepad and marker to keep track of their guesses however they want. If the fugitive reaches the escape plane and the marshal hasn't revealed a card above 29 in value, then the marshal can call a manhunt. The marshal guesses hideouts 1 at a time. If the guess is correct, the hideout is revealed and the marshal gets to guess again, until either they get 1 wrong or have flipped all the hideouts and achieved their win condition, catching the fugitive at the last possible moment. The shift system. If playing a best of 5 series of games, the players can choose to play with the shift cards. At the end of each game, the loser gets to draw 2 shift cards, keep 1 and return the other to the pile. Each shift card has 2 sides. Use the black side if you are the marshal, and the white side if you are the fugitive. At the start of each match, both players reveal all the shift cards they'll have access to throughout the game, then keep them in hand like the rest of their hideout cards. Players get to keep all the shift cards they've gained throughout the series of games. If both players want to adopt a more advanced variant of this, the player who lost the last game and is choosing their current shift cards must give the card they don't want to keep to their opponent. So both players receive a shift card after every game, increasing the number of different possible effects to keep in mind while playing. So go out and either chase or run from your friends and try to figure out whether you're better suited to upholding the law or becoming a fugitive from it. Be sure to support your local game stores. For us, that is Board Game To Go, who offer over 2,000 games for rental within the Toronto area and many games for purchase. If you're curious, check out their collection at the link in the description. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to pose them in the comments below. Or take a look to see if someone else has already answered it down there, and be sure to thank them if they have. If you want to learn more about what our ranking system means, check out this video here. And if you want to learn how to play more games, check out our playlist here. And remember, keep changing, keep gaming, have fun.